Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel, Beauty as Nature Intended. My name is Mel, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the decisions that you should make or things that you should take into consideration before getting locks. So I'll just give you a little bit of a background on myself quickly. So my name is Mel, I'm from the beautiful island of Tobago, and I have always been natural. I think there was a point in time when I was younger where I would have wanted to have relaxed my hair or put some type of treatment in it. However, when I moved from Tobago to Canada, I realized that, I really loved my hair and the strength and tenacity of it. So I just decided to remain natural. And plus I have 4 sisters ahead of me. I saw them all go through their trials and tribulations with regard to chemicals in their hair, and I decided that's not something I wanted. I would embrace the beauty that I have, embrace the hair and the texture and the curl of it, just the way it is. So as I said, I've always been natural. I may have pressed my hair probably once or twice, but that was when I was really young, and it wasn't even my decision. That was my mom. I just remember the smell of burning hair, and I said, no, that's not for me either. So as I said, have been natural all the time. But right now, I do have SISTERLOCKS. I am in love with the sister locking method of embracing my natural hair. But I do remember when I was doing my research, I did a lot of I'm sure you're in the process of it too, doing a lot of sister lock stalking on Google and on YouTube and on Instagram and Facebook. And what I realized is that I kept on telling myself that I want my hair to look this way and I want my hair to look that way, and I hope my locks are like this, and I want my grid pattern to look like this, and all that kind of stuff. And I just remember obsessing about the entire result. But I realized that a lot of people may be doing that on their journey, and being on the journey itself right now, I realized I don't need to obsess, and I just have to once again embrace what I have. So I decided to make a couple notes and talk to you about exactly what I would have wanted to know before getting locked, period. So, the first thing, please do take into consideration is finding a good loctician. Find a good loctician, because this is a very long, very long relationship you're going to have. I am fortunate my sister is actually a certified sister lock technician, so I have a very good relationship with her already. But taking that initial step of finding someone you trust to manipulate your strands gently and so on, it's something that you want to really make sure that you do your research on. So make sure that regardless if it's sister locks or any type of locks, make sure that they are going to be the people who are going to give you the result that you want, and going to make sure that they walk you through the process in a good way. The next one is what kind of locks do you really want? Make sure you have a loctician who sits you down and walks you through the pros and cons of each, because you'll be like, I want sister locks, or I want micro locks, or I want traditional locks, but you really want someone to tell you, okay, if you have this type of issue with your scalp, or if you have this type of curl pattern or something, I'd recommend this type of lock over another. So you really want to have somebody who is going to help walk you through the process of knowing what type of locks you want. Now, if you decide that, okay, I want sister locks, you really have to make sure that it's what you want, because you don't want to have to go through the process of getting close to between 500 to 1,000 locks and end up not liking it. So just make sure it's a decision that you really want. The grid. I remember obsessing over, I want my grid to look this way and that way, and I'm not sure if you could see right now, but you could barely see. You can't see my grid, and in the back here it's freshly retightened, but I learned that I don't need to obsess over the grid anymore. I don't even care what my scalp looks like at this point in time, because the type of hair that I have is quite thick, so I don't obsess over the grid anymore. I have actually combined quite a few of my locks, and my grid probably doesn't even resemble. The back probably is close to what it was before, but you know, the front has changed. I have combined some, I have cut off some, and I don't obsess about the grid anymore. I just happy with my journey, the way it's going. Another thing is be patient with your locks. When you get your hair locked, or when you're looking at the process of getting your hair locked, you're like, oh my goodness, I think I want my locks to lock within this thing, and you're looking at people's hair journeys and you see, okay, this person's hair locked around the 6-month mark, or mine locked around the mine is still in locking process. This is 1 year 7 months, but you'd be looking and saying, I want my hair to lock at this point in time so I could do this and this and do that with that. Be patient. Be patient with your locking process. Don't try to rush the process. Don't try to put things in your hair to make it lock fast and so on. Just go through the regular process of whatever locking technique that you're going through, and all your locks need to lock really is time. So just be patient, and don't have lock envy. I remember I used to sit down and be like, look, I don't want my head to be looking this way, or I want my head to be looking at, oh, her locks are good, her locks are gorgeous, that's how I want my locks to look. One thing I have realized is that my locks don't even resemble half this stuff that I would have seen online. It doesn't resemble any of their journeys, it doesn't resemble anything, and I'm realizing that it's something that is unique, just as how your hair is unique. So don't let the Instagram or the Facebook or the any type of social media phase you from embracing what your hair is doing, because if you realize that your hair's not looking like somebody's online, trust me, I'm sure even their hair's not looking like what it looks online, because they would know every flaw, every kink and so on with it. So you just have to trust the process. Trust the process. So I hope these tips helped you, and if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer any questions. I will be putting up videos regarding a lot of the stuff that I use, tips and tricks from my sister locks. So I really hope that this video has helped you, and if it has, make sure that you subscribe, you like, you share it with your friends, but please make sure that you comment, like, subscribe. I would really like to keep on knowing what kind of videos I have to put out. So I really did enjoy talking with you today. I'm sorry about the whole background noise though, because my sister's currently with a client, so they're really having a good time. she's having a good time with her client, and that's good. That's excellent. Good loctician relationship, as I said you should have. So make sure that, as I said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. So Mel from Beauty as Nature Intended.